Your teacher has asked you to study for the ACT, and you may be wondering, what is the ACT and why do I have to study for it? Well, the ACT is very important for you, especially if you're a high school student. You should start studying for the ACT early. If you're a junior in the 11th grade, you will need to take the ACT in April. So it's very important that you learn all the components of the ACT. You'll also take the science content assessment with that ACT test. Also, in order for you to attend pretty much any college, you definitely need to take the ACT. So let's take a closer look. So what's on the test? There are 4 components and a writing component. There's English, reading, math, science, and then the writing. On the English portion, you'll be asked to show your ability to correct grammatical errors and your knowledge of rhetorical writing skills. For the reading portion, they'll be looking at your comprehension of fiction, humanities, social studies, and natural science passages. For the math portion, you'll be taking on some pre-algebra all the way through trigonometry. And on your science portion, they'll be looking at your understanding of the scientific method, your ability to recognize data, trends on a chart, and also comparing and contrasting conflicting scientific hypotheses. And then on your writing portion, you'll complete 1 essay. And they will look at your ability to formulate a position and argue it coherently in your writing. So now you're probably wondering, is the ACT timed? And do I have to take it all in one sitting? Yes, it is timed. It's divided into 5 tests that are always given in the same order, and you do have to take them all in one day. Your English portion is 45 minutes, and there are 75 questions. And then your math portion is 60 minutes, and there are 60 questions. Your reading is 35 minutes with 40 questions, and your science portion is 35 minutes with 40 questions as well. And then for your writing portion, you have 40 minutes to complete that assignment. After you take your benchmark, your ACT benchmarks in Plato, your teacher will ask you to work on something called a prescriptive path, and it looks something like this. Make sure you're checking those out. You'll have one in each area, in math, reading, English, and science. So work your way through those prescriptive paths to work on weak areas. Now, that's not enough practice to try to get that 36 on the ACT, so let's take a look at some other areas. One of the first things I would like to look at is something called ACT.online. So let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at ACT.online. In your web browser, all you have to type in is ACT.online. All right, so now you're at the home page. Midway through, you'll see several circle icons there. Click on the one that says ACT. All right, so now we're at the ACT Prep Materials page, and let's go ahead and click on that first window there, Exposure Timeline, and click on the clock. This ACT Exposure Timeline gives you an idea of what you need to do in the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. If we move on over to the ACT Strategies window, here you'll find an ACT webinar and also a presentation over ACT strategies. You'll want to check that out. All right, so if you dozed off a little bit, come back to me because this is important. The calculator course. You'll want to click on this window and go through the calculator course to learn how to use your calculator for the ACT. If you don't know how to use it, this is an amazing course offered to you to help you discover formulas and learn all those little buttons. All right, let's take a look at the ACT Prep Content window. So you've got 4 little icons there. The upper left icon with a calculator in it houses your math prep content. To the right of that, the single book, that's your English and writing content. Down below where you have the microscope, that's your science content. And then the icon to the right with the 4 books, that is your reading content. So let's click on those and see what they have. All right, so I clicked on the English and Writing Content tab, and it took me to this page. So what you want to do first is hover over the unit that you'd like to work on first. Once you hover over the unit, it'll say Jump to Topics. Let's jump to the first topic. All right, so we're at punctuation. Let's go down to the first lesson, hyphens, dashes, and semicolons. You've got 4 resources there. The first one is a video. The second one houses epic lessons curated by our very own epic teachers. The third one is where you can go work on your boosters with a homework help tutor. And then finally, you can hop on over to IXL and work on some more practice there. All right, so we're now back over on the ACT.online website on the ACT tab, and I wanted to show you the YouTube video tab. Here's where you'll find several videos and channels that will help you with test prep for the ACT. Then you can move on over to the phone app window where you can download several apps right to your phone where when you're just bored, hanging out, why don't you just work on some ACT test prep? If you have more questions about the ACT that weren't covered here, you can go to actstudent.org, and I would encourage you to do so. There's a lot of information there covering a range of topics like how they grade the test, what a good score is, how to sign up for additional tests. If you're an EPIC student, you don't have to worry about signing up and you're a junior. EPIC will take care of that for you. If you have any more questions, please reach out to your teacher.